Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. You know, I left my microphone on and my battery's not working. I have to replace it. Of course. Why? Because there's some really crazy stuff going on right now. Let's talk about that. There is a major shift going on. Now, if you remember, maybe you don't, but I do because I film these things all the time. Last August of 2017, there was some really strange stuff going on. It was not feeling very good. Actually, it was feeling sort of negative and picking up on a lot of stuff. This is very different. This is June of 2018, and I have heard nothing but independently feedback from friends and, you know, all of my subscribers and viewers saying, "What's going on, Landria? Some crazy weird stuff," and it's just weirdness. That's the only way you can describe it. What is that? I do know what it is. Of course, I don't have exact answers all the time, but I have a really good handle on a lot of this shift in quantum physics, so I'm going to share with you what I believe and what I believe to be true. Again, I don't have all the answers, but I do know one thing. Everything is energy. I do know that we are, as a collective, raising our frequency. Now, I'm going to talk quantum physics, quantum mechanics right now, because one of my friends said today, she goes, "I don't really get into this woo-woo stuff, but the truth is it's not woo-woo. This is science." All right? There's no woo-woo anymore. Spirituality and science are one thing. So, what's happening is we're energy. We, of course, share one energy. And everything you do affects me, and what I do affects you, and we're all sharing the collective. That's why there are no isolated ideas or feelings or, you know, resources. It's available to all of us because we share the collective. That of which we do not see is available to all of us. So never think that you don't have more talent or ideas or creativity than somebody else. If that's what you choose, you can pull it from the collective. It's there. And if there's an invention there, whoever pulls it first gets it. So that's why it's so important for you to take action and not hold back with fear as to what you think you're capable of. You as the individual person doesn't really exist. It's just an expression of the one energy. So let's talk about that one energy. Because we as a dense, ego-driven species have come here to basically change all of that, to raise that frequency, we're doing a very good job. And that's what's happening right now. We are raising the frequency of the planet, and whenever you go through shifts, I don't know about you, did you ever have growing pains? Like I can remember my legs used to ache as a kid because, you know, the bones were growing and lengthening. That's all it is. So again, you're growing, those bones are, you know, lengthening, but there's a little bit pain along the way. All right, so I've had two computers go out. My WordPress disappeared, corrupted, was not a virus, so that's good. 3 car accidents, 2 of them I saw, witnessed. Almost got into 2 on the way to North Carolina and coming back. And actually got broadsided a couple weeks ago, but there wasn't a dent in my car. My air conditioning in my car went out, and I was going to drive to an event and it's 90 degrees. The good news is my dealer got me in and out the day before, and I got it back. So there are these weird little things happening, but things are working out. So I want you to remember, let's think about this. It's like a little bit of like vertigo. Like if your energy is off a little bit, you might not walk straight, but you're going to get there. So the energy shift is happening right now. We are going into the 4th dimension. We have been doing that for some time, and it's happening. It's starting to accelerate because more and more of you are watching channels like this and actually trying to improve your thoughts. Try to find higher beliefs and thought patterns, working on meditation, trying to clear out the negativity, sending light and love. This is a biggie. Please do this. If you stop the video and do it if you need to, or right after this, send light and love throughout the planet. I do it as many times as I can think of it during the day. I imagine, and it feels really good. I send my light and my love out to this planet. I imagine a beautiful white enveloping it, and all of us just really loving one another. And, you know, it sounds woo-woo, but love is not woo-woo. Love is what we are. We are light and love. That's all we are. Experiencing the contrast. How do you really get to know what light and love is unless you've been to the other side of the spectrum? And that's what the human experience is. So because we're now doing our job and raising the frequency, energy is now off a little bit. Also, Mercury is in retrograde. I don't really pay attention to that stuff because I know I'm in control of my destiny. There's no retrograde planet that affects my final results because we have free will. So remember that. I did a video on this. Oh, that's happening, this, and then people act helpless, like, oh, I can't sign a contract or whatever. Okay, it might be a little sticky at the time, but you'll still get the deal. You'll still get the job. You'll still get the relationship, whatever. If that is part of your path and that's what you want, go for it. It may have some little quirks along the way, but that's all what that energy does. It never interferes with your free will. Nothing can. No negative crap out there can. Your free will is to overcome things, to choose higher thoughts, to not believe the crap, to stop watching the crap on TV and all that stuff, and moving into that higher frequency. And sometimes these challenges are what help us do that because we decide we're done with it. We are so done with it. I don't know about you. Bye-bye. Struggled enough, had the challenges. So somebody was saying that they were wondering, you know, the law of attraction, what's been going on with me. Well, I manifest like crazy. I mean, I pretty much, you know, like if I think of something, it happens. Sometimes we'll have challenges along the way. So one of my internet campaigns, you guys see me, I promote internet training because I think it's very powerful. I have an internet business, a couple internet businesses myself. And it's really taking any business and promoting it online to massive audiences instead of having a building out there, you know, hey, come to my store. So I had one of my whole campaigns go down, and I have no reason why, and Google AdWords didn't know why, and it's some kind of weird glitch that had nothing to do with me, and I'm sitting there working on it and stuff. So that kind of stuff, it just challenges you. Like, how are you going to deal with this? What you going to do with it? This isn't life-altering, but we got a few little things we're going to throw in there. One of my computers went down. Like I said, the second one goes down. And I'm saying, thank God I have 3 computers, right? So, you know, these are all just little experiences for us to say, okay, am I going to freak out because I'm not, everything's not perfect. It's perfect when you go to the other side. So experience this and use this. Keep sending light and love. See, meditating. Okay, this is happening. This is part of my experience. Boom, I am on a mission. I am powerful beyond my imagination as a human. And I'm going to use that power. I'm going to connect to all the things I want. Now, I did a video that probably pissed off some people calling, I don't believe in law of attraction. Why? Because law of attraction means there's a law that says something's out there that I have to attract in here. And if I do this, it'll come to me. No, you've got it. Every probability exists. That's quantum mechanics. And it just exists right now. So if you focus on it, it condenses into a particle and starts to appear in your world. You have to be consistent. You can't want it here and then doubt it, and want it here and doubt it. And that's why law of attraction doesn't work to people. You're thinking there's something out there you need to pull and attract to you. This power is now being more intensified. This is why you have to really work on going to that positive thinking, giving, serving others. And like, I need to take care of myself. You are the one. So the more you give to there, your message is, I'm flourishing, I'm abundant, I can give, and it sends that to you. Oh, giving, flourishing, abundance. When you're going, there's something out there I need to attract. The message is, I don't have it. I need to pull it toward me. It's not in my realm. It's in your probability. Everything is right now. So this energy, we've got some things going on with the sun right now. You know, it ebb and flows and whatever. So there's a lot of energy there. Planets, all these things are energy with each other. It's all one thing. So it's positive. Don't freak out. Just know, oops, Gotta watch it. Be very aware. Be in the present moment. Watch when you're driving, when you're walking, whatever. You're protected. You're fine. But just know that some little glitches are happening because energy's off. People are off a little bit. You know, so you make more mistakes. You're not paying attention. All these things. This is really positive stuff. It is. And it's so, like human beings, my computer went down. Oh, things are going wrong. No, they're not. It's just electricity, electronic, you know, feedback from whatever. It doesn't think. There's no judgment in energy. It's just like, boom, going down because, you know, it overheated actually. Isn't that weird? I have a Mac. It overheated. Very strange. So it just went out. It's neither good nor bad. So don't judge these things. Oh, that's bad. Something bad's going on. No, Mercury's in retrograde. You know, have you ever noticed it seems to always be in retrograde? By the way, you know what that, it doesn't mean it's going backwards. It just appears to, by the position of planets, appears to be going backwards, right? It's not going backwards. So energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's always just transforming into something else. So everything's a frequency. You know, sound, material items, everything's a frequency, right? Not solid. Hard to believe that, isn't it? Because as human beings, we can't imagine that. But I want you just to understand, when there's a shift, get excited. Even though it appears like stuff's going wrong, it's a shift toward what you're supposed to be doing. Opportunities to be better, opportunities to shift the thinking when it does happen, like, okay, this is cool, thank you. Thank you, I got in an accident, but thank you for protecting me. All right, my computer went down. Thank you that I have 2 other computers. And thank you that I am earning money. And thank you that, you know, my health is good. Or if you're not earning money, say, thank you for the opportunities coming to me because I haven't been flourishing. And this is my opportunity to start making money and thinking differently. This is my shift. And start doing it. It is there. Money is there for you right now. You don't have to attract it. You've got it. You just don't believe it. You're looking at it going, I never make money. I hear you guys say this to me, like, Landria, you always do that, and I don't. I go, yeah, there you go. That's why not, because you're saying you don't. You're doing it. You're doing it all. You're doing everything. You're doing everything. Now, yes, as a shared collective, we're experiencing some things together, but you're still doing everything. You're attracting, right? It's there. You're just focusing. You're creating it. All the stuff that's going on right now is not negative. There's no such thing. There's no judgment in the universe. Even people that do horrible things are not judged on the other side. Why? The Bible, don't judge. You think that there's judgment on the other side? It's an experience. They made some very negative decisions of which there are consequences. No judgment on that either. You just don't want those because they don't feel very good, right? So if you're on a lower frequency, the consequences are on a lower frequency. All learning. They'll eventually get there. You are not here to change somebody else's pathway. Somebody was saying, oh, am I bringing somebody else into my reality? And I said, no. No, they're only in your reality because they're shifting into that frequency and they're there with you. Here's the other thing I want you guys to know. I'm going to do a whole video on this. When we go into the 4th dimension and you hear all this blah, blah, blah about all the crap that's going to happen, Mother Earth is going to spew us out and earthquakes and all this stuff. If you're on a higher frequency, you will not experience that. You can't. Why? Because nobody experiences that on a higher frequency. It's a different earth, you know? You're going to split off into a completely different earth. So don't you want to participate in that? Or you can just live in fear and think there's some things you need to attract and, oh, this stuff means it's all bad and Mercury's in retrograde and create all these stories, which will be real and they will be real for you in your reality. And no, this violence in the world is... I don't even know that because I don't watch the news. I see beautiful things happening. I see people shifting. I see happiness. See people getting it. And being challenged and going, okay, I'm okay with being challenged because I know this is part of my growth to something big and huge. And you're doing it. Congratulations. You're doing it. I'm so happy. I am so happy. I'm seeing and hearing so many wonderful things from you. And I'm getting the comments, if you guys read the comments, the blessings that come over when we go through things together. And by the way, those of you who send me stuff and say, hey, you're going through, Koo died, my cat died, go watch Abraham Hicks or eat these foods or whatever. I'm experiencing being human. I don't go to that outside. I'm past going to the outside anymore. I am okay with experiencing sadness, and I'm okay with being here. I don't need the medicine or whatever. I don't need some other guru to tell me something. They're all wonderful, not knocking it. But when you get to that place, you know that you can sit with it. Go ahead and experience being human. There's nothing to fix. You know, you lose an animal or a person in your life, there is sadness as a human being that you will experience. It's okay. You don't have to go fix it. Experience it and know this is part of being human. And that's why I'm telling you, these things that are happening are not negative. They are part of energetic shifts that are neither good nor bad. And everything good can come from it because you have free will to change anything in your life. And there are always people protecting you. Have you noticed you've been protected? Yeah, you have a shield over you. Why? You're on a higher frequency, you're experiencing the shift, so you've got a protective shield. Pull it in. If you feel like you don't, pull it in. That's in your head. Seriously, if you don't think you're protected, yeah, I'm making up some story, because they're always there protecting you. They're like, well, if they don't believe it, and we can't interfere with free will, I guess, you know, this is cool stuff. All right, I know it's tough, especially this good, bad thing, evil. You know, the church told me, wow, what do you think? Start thinking for you. Where are your thoughts coming from? Some place that's not acceptable in your church? Then go to a different church. There are churches that will welcome openness. Be true to you. You have access to the collective. You have all the answers. I don't have them for you. You do. There's nothing I can do for you. When people come to me and say that they need me and I should give them money or I need to do this, I'm thinking, this is why you don't have it. You don't believe what you are. And every time something happens, you think it's negative. It's not. It is an opportunity to go to something really huge, to make changes. If things aren't working, make the change. I'm not supposed to be in that job or that relationship or whatever. What do I need to do? You have that power. You can create anything. Yes, we do have some earthly limitations because we agreed to that. But you as a light being, get busy. Because you're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. To just send light and love throughout the planet. Send it now. Send that light and love. I'm sending it to you. Light and love, healing, abundance, joy, peace. Send it out. It works. You may feel it sometimes when I send it to you. That's real. Even though I'm recording this and you're watching it at a later time, there's no such thing as time. That shared energy that I just sent you is happening now. Namaste.